Welcome to Locked In with DJ Scenario. I am your host, DJ Scenario, and I got a special guest in the building. Tell the people who you are.
I am the big boss, Macy Ep.3. Google me. But make sure you also follow me on Instagram at whoismacy.
Nice and early. Follow her on Instagram nice and early. Why the big boss?
Because I not only made myself a first generational multimillionaire.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sitting in the presence of greatness.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you also great because I only can come around to great people. You know?
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
But I have successfully helped over a dozen other people become multimillionaires,
Okay.
Hundreds six-figure earners, and thousands five-figure eurners.
Okay.
And I do that through my complete tax training
First of all,
software.
let me ask a question.
Oh, okay.
What do you do to help these people? How do you get these people to first of all, how did you get to this point? And what made you say, like, now I'm going to help people get to this point?
Okay. What helped me get to this point was me starting doing taxes within my own tax company.
Okay.
Went to school, got my bachelor's, got my master's. I was practicing in the healthcare field.
All right.
With my license in therapy, helping people.
Yeah.
And started that business. And a lot of people were just reaching out to me, you know, especially from my hometown. It's small. Not a lot of people make it out. And
First of all, tell the people where you're from, because you're not from New York and you in New York.
I'm from Monroe, Louisiana.
Okay, there you go.
South side of Monroe, Louisiana.
I hear a little accent. That's why I asked you. I was like, you know what? Let's get to it when we have this conversation. You know what I mean?
That's where I'm from. So I'm really, I come from poverty, you know,
Okay.
but I use that to, you know, I feel like power me forward.
Okay.
To choose not to be a victim of my environment.
Okay.
And a lot of people from my hometown, you know, that grew up with me, they were like,
Yeah.
you know, they always say, I knew you was going to be something. I just knew you was going to get out the hood. I knew you was going to make it. And I'm a teenage mom, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I
before do you believe in that? It's not where you start or where you come from is where you end.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like, you know, we may not control the cards that we're dealt, but we definitely control how we play with them, you know. When you move it, get good strategy, you know, and learn how to, you know, read your opponents, and, you know, weigh the risk. I mean, play to win.
I want to get to the people you just said. You brought up the people that said, I knew you was always going to get out of here and stuff like that. How does it feel now? Like, do you still live in the same, like, area or town or nearby, or like we move to another state or something, but we go back and check on our people?
Well, I have a lot of investments in my hometown.
Okay.
Like I put the first ever post office on the south side of Monroe in the history of Monroe. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I just stop people. People don't have to go 50, 60, 40, 30 miles to the post office. Now I make sure I put it in the center, the heart of
You know how important
the south
the
side.
mail is?
Well, of course I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. And I knew that it was a dire need. Like it was, you know, something that had never been done. And one of the things I wanted to do was, you know, get with the local politicians and see, you know, with administration and find out like what is one of the needs that the South Side needs. Because like I'm not one person to talk about you know, or complain too much and talk about stuff and not be a part of the change.
Absolutely,
so I'm like,
absolutely.
let's put our money where our mouth is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people saying they're making it, but, you know, like, what can you do to really do, you know, to put back into your community?
But do you sit down like at your dinner table and be like, I'm just going to put a post office somewhere? Like, how does that come up? Like, you got to let the people know, like, listen.
It comes about, like, you got to see, like, I'm making money in this community. Like, these people know me. These people coming to me to do their taxes. These people coming to me for advice. These people trusting in me. What can I give these people back? You know, you know, everybody don't want to learn how to be a tax preparer. Everybody don't want to learn how to actual work. But what can I do to serve my community? They don't need another fast food place. They don't need that. But I can put the mail service there, you know, and not only USPS, UPS, I got FedEx, I got DHL.
Oh, wow.
You know, they can get private mailboxes. Oh my goodness, they can get T-shirts made there, file their taxes there, like buy candles. Some, you know what I'm saying?
So it's just not about the mail. It's just, so much more.
Yes,
it was so much more.
And then I'm hiring people within the community as well. So like.
But what made you decide, like, let me give back to this community if I made it out of this community?
Because I feel like that's just your duty. Like, that's just I feel like your duty as a leader, as a faithful servant, as a good steward. Like, you gotta go back to where it made you, whether you want to stay there or not, but you gotta go back and you gotta take care of home. It's kind of like crazy that you'll be willing to take care and do for everybody else and not your own.
Do you get like the she thinks she's better than us now?
Man, listen, of course, but
the side eyes when we come back to town and say, listen, I'm doing this for my people. You are my people. Why do I get do you get that energy back? Like, do you feel like?
Oh yeah, I get that energy back a lot. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta laugh at it because when I was like, no drawers, having make sure you having to go to school, like no socks, no water cut on. They still thought that they saw this in me, and I was just trying to fit in with them and trying to be around them. So like, I've been getting this. So like, it's just I just take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man.
Did somebody push you to go to school? Because I know coming from that, it kind of like keeps you there sometimes. Yes. So what was like the motivation to like keep going to school? Because you just said, you went to school, you went to college, you did all that. Well, what was the push to, be like, this is where I'm from, but I can't, this is not where I'm going to stay, because a lot of people get trapped in that whole situation where they just feel like this is going to happen day after day after day. They just get into a routine that's like, it's almost like they can't break out of, or becoming old, still living on the same block,
Oh, and I still see it every day. But for me, seeing it every day and looking at that repeat cycle, like, that was enough to motivate me to be like, I don't want to be like this. Like, it was enough people around me that I did not want to be like to motivate me to do something different. And like, for sure, I knew one thing, like education, you know what I'm saying? It would get me out enough to where I can figure out how to do whatever else I want to. Yeah. Like, I knew for sure. You feel me? Was
this always like a passion, or like you jumped in there and it was something good, or you had some like other dreams and other aspirations? Like, I want to be a singer. I want to be, I want to be a rapper. You're like,
listen. I used to be like, I want to be Oprah. Like, I want to be on TV. I want to be a talk show host. Like, I want to entertain. But where I'm coming from, like, that's like talked down on, like, that's never heard of, and like, if you're doing it, you must be selling your soul,
Oh,
so
my
like,
goodness.
where I come from, like, I got old school parents, like, so it was just, I don't know,
it's not something people expected from the people.
It's just so school was the way out. School was the way out. So I decided to come back, go to school, do things that way, and I was successful, but I just knew, like, it wasn't enough. Like, I couldn't help enough people. I couldn't even, do everything I wanted to do. Like, I want to help people. I love helping people. I can't do that with just 9 to 5 money.
You had to help yourself first, right? I had a question for you, though, right? Are you a mother?
Yes.
I asked that because I read that you are a young mother, like a teenage mother.
Yes.
So we talking about school, we talking about parents. How was that for you? How was that whole situation like? Because being a teenager, then becoming a mom at such a young age, it had to be like difficult for you for the most part. I know you might have had your parents or, some adult figure around to like help you out maybe. But I just know for teenagers, it just comes off difficult. A kid raising a kid, basically.
Yes, and it hit different because I was like a real teenage mom in poverty. Like, my mom at that time was like super sick, couldn't walk, couldn't even like do anything for herself, feed herself. And I already had like 4 siblings already in the house with me and their kids.
Are you the youngest or the oldest middle child?
No, I'm the youngest girl, so I'm the 4 to 5. But I'm like, what? I think 10 with my daddy, 13. So so like, it's a struggle, and this child ain't asked to be here, and hell, I don't even know why I'm doing what I'm doing, even in this situation. So like, it was just a wake up call. Like, it was a wake up call for me to like get it together, even more, and get focused, because now a life is coming into this world who didn't have to be here, and no way are you gonna allow her to go through and witness this poverty. Like, you gotta do something different.
Do you look back on that, like those moments, and say, or when you look at your child and be like, you know what? Because that first child always rides through everything you go through.
She's my only child, too.
Oh,
I only got pregnant one time, man. Hey.
No more kids? No, you didn't even think about that?
I mean, I've thought about it a lot, but I also thought about, how selfish that would be for me to bring another child in this world when I'm pursuing such a high level of success. And how much love and energy it takes for me to pour into her, because she's very, very active and successful already. She's 18 now.
Okay. God bless.
Yes, God bless. And and that's my baby girl, my only girl, my only child. So Like, I just felt like it would be selfish for her. Like, there would be a lack somewhere. You feel me? And I never wanted to have to make her share any type of love or more of me than she already got to. Because I'm always on the go, and we always on the go. You know, she got to share me with so many people.
So how do you feel the life you made for yourself and the life you made for your daughter compared to the life you came from? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes. I mean, I feel amazing. Like, was one of the most amazing things my daughter told me. She was like, Mom, I'm just thankful because even though you grew up in so much chaos and dysfunction, I never felt that. Like, you grew me up. Like, I grew up and I was surrounded by so much love and, you know, inspiration and, you know, limitless. Like, you just made me feel so powerful, like I can do anything. And she, you know, I always say that. That's why she's successful. She was like, I'm just so happy. Like, you didn't grow up. Like, you could have been a bitter mom. Like, you know, it's so many people that's out here, like, letting their past situations, you know, affect them so negatively and they rub it off on their kids. And
so you definitely got to pat yourself on the back. I wanted to talk about family because the basis of family is who a person is and where they come from is who a person is truly. So now we could talk about all the extensive work you put in.
Yes.
You know, building this network you have built for yourself, the people you met along the way, the people you're still attached to. How does that work for your businesses and what you have going on? Like, you know?
I tell people, you know, your network, of course, is always will help you with your net worth.
Yeah.
And I have an extensive network, and it helps with my mentorship program that I offer to people.
Okay.
I know that I wasn't the only one. Like, there's plenty of number ones that's in their family that has to take on the role, that leadership role, that servitude role, because if you don't do it, somebody got to do it, right? So, I know I'm not the only one. And so what I do is I connect with a lot of other number ones in their family, you know, in their lives, in their linkage lives, you know. And
how do you find that? Like, how do you find that person that's in that family? Like, I know you're the one that's going to do it. You know, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, how do you know? Like,
I realize I don't meet people by coincidence. Like, you know, everything is like real life divine and
like this.
Like, people don't get to meet me just to, you know, just to meet me and feel my energy and I love, you know, just to shine my light. That's all that's all I do. I show up, I do what I was told to do, and that's shine my light. You know what I'm saying? Let my light shine. And what it does is, you know, it encourages other people and allow them to shine their light as well. And we just cover more darkness, you know? And that's what we do. And I tell people, shine your light. Your people gonna find you.
So when you helping these people and you say you find the number ones, like, how do you connect with them and tell them, like, okay, listen, I got a situation going. Like, what do you say? Like, yo, let me pull you to the side. Like, how does it work? Like, how do people get in contact with you? Like, tell the people, like, listen, this is what I'm doing.
People are always asking who is Maishi. That's why, like, once they encounter me, once they hear about me, once they see, the next question is, who is Maishi? You know, how do I get in touch with Maishi? And that's why I made my website, www.whoismaishi.com. Instagram, who is Maishi. You can Google me, you know, Maishi Ep.3, you know. I'm not hard to find. I'm very visible and credible. It's just that I'm still, like, you know, a hidden gem. You know.
So I also read that you do a lot of philanthropic work. Is that true? Is that correct?
Yes.
Right? So tell the people about that. Tell it, you know.
I just come not too long ago, come back off a 4-city, 3-state annual book bag drive with my 501c3 nonprofit. You know, it's called Maishi Outreach, MAYSHE Outreach.org.
Say that again.
MaishiOutreach.org, but MAYSHE.
Okay, for the people. Yeah, I gotta get this for the people.
Right?
Yeah.
And you can also find all this stuff off my main website, whoismaishi.com. But that is our 501c3. Like, look us up, you know. There, you know, we're with, you know, like, that means you can donate to us, y'all. Hello. Don't let my money be the only money, you know, helping our communities, right?
How do you connect? Because I do a turkey drive every year.
Okay.
And I give out 300 turkeys. Me and my team, we give out 300 turkeys to the community.
Oh, I love that.
Where we from. So one year I'll do where I'm from. One year we do where, you know, my other two partners are from.
Yes.
And we'll just keep rotating like that. You know, so how do you connect? Because that's the way we decided, like, okay, so let's do one where you're from. Let's do one where you're from. Let's do one, you know? And how do you connect with the cities? Because you just say you do the 4-city tour. How do you connect with those cities and say, hey, listen, I want to do it here or I want to do it here?
Well, in all those cities, like Atlanta, Dallas, Houston, Monroe, Louisiana, I have physical connections there. That means I have actual brick and mortars in those cities as well. I have a community of people in those cities as well. That's dope. Basically, I have feet on the ground, people that's really and ready to serve with me. Yeah. And what I do is I just look for people like who's willing and ready to serve. Every year, like if there's more people, then we expand it. Like I know next year I made strong connections in LA, so we're gonna do things in LA as well. Yeah. So we'll plan it out earlier and find out their school schedule, and we'll be hitting up LA. Hopefully, we'll come out here in New York and do some things.
Listen,
this is a federal organization here. Yeah. We can charter anywhere, baby. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We 501c3.
I like when I have a big. I want to say a big heart. I like when people give back, especially when they're successful as yourself.
Yes.
It just shows like, hey, listen, I know I'm up here and I ain't forget about you, and I just want to look out for you and just make sure, the people are straight. Yes. Even if people don't even know you did it, there's some people that I don't want the credit. I just want to know that, I did it and that was it. I don't want no credit. I don't need cameras. I don't need this.
Yes.
Here it is. Here's the thing. I put in the work. I gave back.
Yes. No, seriously.
Yeah. I like the giving back.
Yes. I encourage everyone, when we do our opportunity calls Monday through Friday, right, for my organization. Yeah. The tax and software, the training organization. We have the philanthropic integration part in the slides, just reminding them people, you finna make all this money, right? You follow the blueprint, you follow Macy business strategy that she put in for your office, you follow that. You're going to make your money. You're going to hit your numbers, more than likely you're going to supersede, right? Yeah. But don't forget that, part of this is, you getting this, but you don't give back,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your way to also start serving at a higher level, And so, we show them that and we encourage them to set up some type of organization of their own or partner with us, partner with us. We already got it going. We'll come to a city near you, a community near you, branded with your tax office or your business. And we'll come serve, boots on the ground. Like,
do you do like one-on-one situations with people where it's just not like, hey, not come to the company, but me personally, like I'm gonna school you and show you how to do this?
I do have personal one-on-ones available for people. They can book on my website as well. We'll schedule a time.
Tell them again the website.
www.whoismashi.com.
You gotta make sure that's clear because I really want these people to connect with you. I want everybody to connect with you because this sounds like such a great opportunity for a lot of people and a lot of people that can come out from their situation that may not be too good right now. There is light.
Yes. Hello, and I'm ready to help them light they roll up too. Like, it's just, I got a lot of things to offer people. Like, even if they can't afford the one-on-ones, I have my monthly subscription called Complete Success Academy. They can learn some of my skills, techniques, my teachings, my thought patterns, like my work ethic patterns, like, how to build a team, all that, they can learn from a monthly subscription. They can go to Complete Success Academy.
You have it in this book I got, right?
In the book.
So you were supposed to bring me a book. It's okay. I'll get it next time. I'm going to get it for you before you leave, okay? But you do have a book. I want to talk about the book. Yes. You do have a book.
Yes, it's called Turn Your $1 Million Idea into a $1 Million Business.
Is this your first book?
It's my first book.
Nice.
First book.
Published. Everything. Good.
Big published. Yeah. Okay, that means you can Google it, y'all, and buy it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, shoes, anywhere. Like, like it's out available. And of course on my website, www.whoismashi.com.
Tell them the context of the book a little bit.
Okay. The book is a workbook, actually. You just can't read it. You have to work it. And it's
like I can actually write in there and do problem solving and all that?
Yes. Yeah? But it's gonna be okay. It's going to be problem solving, asking you, why are you even pursuing this journey of entrepreneurship, right? Like making you ask yourself questions like, is your idea even going to be able to help people? Like, and how is it going to be able to help people, right? And
is that the premise of entrepreneurship? How is your business going to help people?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want the people to know that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because people get into business like, I'm going to get rich. You know what I'm saying? Or this is what but they don't realize that, like, your business has to help people in some sort of way. Right,
because people how do you get rich? You get rich from other people, right? Buying into you. Yeah. And that's just the truth. Yeah. So what are you giving them? Like, what need are you meeting? Right? Like, what desire, like, why would they want to come support you? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are you giving them?
What are you selling?
Like, what are you selling? Like, and people don't understand that. Like, you got to be selling something if you want somebody to buy something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be real. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like,
I agree.
on.
I agree. And they can find this all in your book?
Yes.
Or your website?
Yes, and they will find that and more. And then, it goes into a little personal detail how I've overcome, some things, of course, like the teenage pregnancy, dealing with it, growing up with a disabled mom, not having a mom figure there, dysfunctional family, my divorce, me losing my dad.
Oh, wow. You know what? I try to stay away from like that type of, you know what I'm saying? But if it builds you, it makes you who you are. It is who you are.
Yes.
Do you feel like, I want to ask about, do you feel like, all right, so you say you got divorced, correct?
I did.
So what is your take on love, though, and being a businesswoman and love? Like, what is the trajectory between the both of them, and how can they coincide? Can they coincide? Like true love, like finding that love, and especially after coming from I don't want to get personal, but especially after coming from a divorce, and they be like, listen, I'm gonna just focus. Did that push you to be like, F this, I'm not dealing with these guys, or dealing with anybody right now, I'm just gonna focus?
Man, now I'm a lover girl. I'm gonna get married again. Who got the biggest ring? I'm looking for them. No, for real. No, like I'm looking forward to being married again. Like, marriage was fun, to experience it. Mm-hmm. Now I just know what to look for when I get the opportunity to experience it again. I know not to rush into it. I know to, get more personal, up front, and, just not be afraid to, ask the questions that you need to know. Mm-hmm. Like, this a business deal,
Yeah, it is. I always say, I always say that.
I need to know them finances. I need to see that black and white, and you can't marry off false pretense, off potential. Like, no, no, you need to marry off fact. And then, that's the only thing, I didn't, I looked over the facts, and it happened. So what? But hey.
You let love lead, and you was kind of
I loved, I lived, I learned, and I'm ready to love again,
All right, so there you go. You can be a strong boss woman and be in love. They can coincide. They do work. It does work. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what we telling the people?
It does work.
It does work.
It should work. You know what I'm saying? I hope it works for you, but listen. If they holding you back from that money, you get with them when that money shrinking now, run. Yeah.
So tell the people again your website. Tell them your book. Tell them where they can find you at. Okay.
Well, y'all, make sure you go visit and subscribe to my website, www.whoismashi.com. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Just don't follow me. Turn your girl up.
Is that like a nickname, Mashi, or is that like your real name?
Mashi, that is my real name.
Oh, okay.
M-A-S-H-I.
You see it. You see it. Yeah, you see it. Okay.
Mashi. All right,
listen,
y'all.
I thank you so much for coming to rock out with me.
Thank you.
Let the people know again where they can find you at.
Find me on Instagram, Who is Mashi. Visit my website, whoismashi.com, and go get my book. Turn
big
your $1
boss
million
lady, big boss lady, big
That's
boss
right.
lady. She got a lot going on. Tap in with her. You're going to learn something. I promise you. From this book, I can see. I promise you, you're going to learn something. Shout out to Mashi. She's officially locked in with DJ Scenario. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Let's go.